Hello, my name is Alan Ralph and I've created a simple Android application which calculates your SGPA. Let's look at the application. I have actually mirrored my Android device to the PC and let's quickly run the app. Alright, so the SGPA calculator is here. It says enter your marks. So we're going to enter the marks 65, 53, 85, 24, 72, 100. So now once we've entered the marks, I'm going to click get SGPA. So what do we have here? It says congratulations, you have cleared all papers and the grades for the respective marks is also being displayed, and also we get an image here which is called a custom toast followed by a text which is called a toast. Alright, now let's look at this with different inputs. In this case, I am entering the student's marks below 40 in one of the subjects, and let's see how our application reacts to this. Okay, now it says reappearance required because this person has got 2 F grades and the CGPA is 6.6. We also get a different custom toast with an image of thumbs down, and so that's about it. This is our app. Now you're looking at the code which is used to develop this SGPA calculator. This is the activity main.xml file, and this XML file is used to show the user all the visible things of the activity. And this main activity.java is used to write background code. The logic and everything is included in this activity main activity.java file. Now in this XML file, I have included a text view. In that I have put enter your marks, and then in the edit text, this is where the user can insert his data. I am taking the marks for 5 subjects, and this data structures and DBMS, this text are all hints. So as the user enters, where is hint? Yeah, hint is here. So as the user enters the data, this is going to get erased and his data is going to be visible. And down below I've got get SGPA, which is a button, and reset, which is a button which is going to clear the form, and get SGPA is going to get our grades and the SGPA for us. And here I have included 5 text views. These text views DS1, DS2 to DS5 are all used to display the grades for us. So once I click get SGPA, I'm going to get the grades and it's going to be displayed in this text view. Now let's move on to our main activity.java file. In our main activity.java, we are going to do 3 things. First, we're getting the input from the user and generating the corresponding grades. Second, we're calculating the CGPA, and third, we are displaying the CGPA along with the custom toast. So here, the edit text and the button in the text view, I'm just creating variables for all of them. And in our onCreate method, with this variable, I'm linking the respective XML IDs. So for that, we're typecasting edit text, and using find view by ID, I'm linking them with their ID. For example, this E1, the variable of edit text, I'm linking with this ID DS, which is the first edit text here, which is having ID DS. Similarly, I've linked all the variables with their respective IDs from the XML file. And next, this reset button, we are making we are registering it with its respective listener. So the reset button is going to clear our form for us. So whatever in the data which the user has inputted is going to be cleared. So what I am doing is, with the variable, I am setting that text to a null string. So it's going to be refreshed and our hint is going to appear again. So this is the function of the reset button. And similarly, for our get SGPA button, we are registering it with its listener here, set on click listener. And in this, what we are doing, we are taking the input value and storing it into integer variables. How would we do that? By default, we know that all the inputted values are objects, so that we are converting it into toString, and that string we're storing in a string variable, uh, and then we are typecasting it into integer. We can do this whole thing in one step by just using integer.parseInt and passing that whole object here, which is a string, and that will get converted into int. There's another method of doing it using new integer and passing that object dot int value. So these are three ways with which we can convert the input value of the user into integer variables. Next, using all these integer variables, we are going to check for their grades. Alright, so for that, I have written a method called check. So in this check method, what it's going to do, it is accepting one parameter which is an integer, and so we have passed integers here. A, B, C, D are integers. We're passing integer arguments here, and we're checking. So if the marks which was entered by the user is greater than equal to 90 or less than equal to 100, we are going to return the grade O. And similarly, all the other grades we are going to be returned up here in all these string variables. The grade which was returned from here is going to be saved in all these. Alright, so after this we're going to check if the student has passed or if he has failed. So for this, what we're going to do, if any of these string contains an F, the character F, then that means the student has failed, else the student has cleared all his papers. After this, I'm just setting all these grades next to the marks right here. Yes, the grades will be set next to their marks. So that we are doing using setText and the grade, which is a string. After this, using this grade, I'm going to get the grade points. For that, I'm using this calc method. So this calc method, what it does is it has this grade variable. This grade variable, I've declared it globally and initialize that to 0. So what this grade variable is going to do is it's going to have the sum of all the grade points. So for example, if our first grade was say grade 0, then grade point is going to increase by 10. Similarly, all the grade points of the student is going to be summed up here, and it's going to be returned as one grade to the calculation of the SGPA. So our SGPA is being calculated here. I'm using a variable mark which holds the SGPA, and that I'm typecasting the grade. Our grade was initially, our grade is an integer, and that I'm typecasting it into a double, and that grade I'm dividing by the total number of subjects, which is 5. And now we get our SGPA, and our SGPA is stored in mark. Now what we're doing is we are toasting a message. So the toast has 3 parameters. One is our current application context, is our application context. Here it is our current application context, and next is the string which we want to toast, and next is the duration of the string of the toast. So these are the 3 parameters which we need to pass, arguments which we need to pass. And so that's about it. Finally, I'm going to tell about the custom toast. So for the custom toast, what we have to do is we have to make a toast variable. So here we make toast t is equal to new toast, and we're getting the current application context, and using this toast object we're setting the duration of the toast, and we make something called set view. In this we're going to pass another view component. Alright, and next we're going to use t.show to display that onto our screen. So in our app, in our resources, in layout, we have 2 more XML files, and in these XML files I have put the picture. This picture was added using the image view, and what we have done here is we have used something called a layout inflator. Using this layout inflator, we make an object for it. So layout inflator LF is equal to get layout inflator, and using this object LF.inflate, we are inflating this XML file into the XML file which contains the pictures into our main XML file. So for that we are using lf.inflate, which takes in two parameters. The first one is r.layout.pic, that is the file name of this XML, the XML which you want to inflate, and the second one is the ID of that XML file, that is of type view group. So we're typecasting that because we are using this view class and this view object. So this is what we are going to show to the user. So this is of type view, and we're typecasting this XML file into this view object. Alright, and this object view UV object, we are passing it into a set view so that will be displayed on the main activity.xml. And this is how the custom toast is done. And that's the end of the tutorial. Thank you for watching.